go. So it's just sort of blind faith, or quite literally blind faith, that it's where it's supposed to be.
It's incredible, really. And so Hendo has won the nearest the ball to throw first in this best of 11 match.
43.
Well, Jamie Caven, as I said earlier, did beat Phil the Power Taylor, the world number 2 and 16-time world champion, on his run to the final in Austria last weekend. If he were to get through here against Big Hendo, it could be Phil Taylor he faces again. Phil Taylor or Michael Smith will face the winner of this one. And those two will be squaring off this evening. That's one of the real tantalising matchups we've got for the second round here in Gibraltar.
Yeah, some real quality on show here on stage right throughout the day, this second round day. 16 second round matches being played across 2 sessions.
17.
Getting underway slightly earlier than normal later this afternoon, so that anyone that wants to go off and watch the Football World Cup can do. We're getting underway at 5:30 local time here in Gibraltar. 4:30 if you're watching us in the UK. Our evening session starts with Brendan Dolan up against Dimitri Vandenberg.
Yeah, especially done so we can all go and watch England play in the... Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't to be.
Doesn't matter, we've got the darts on and Jamie Caven's looking to fill it up. And there it is! Jabba! The man from Derby with the first maximum of the match. And he's on a potential 14-dart leg here on the Henderson throw. Hendo started a little bit slowly here. And having won the ball and having the advantage of throwing first, Jamie Caven is looking to snatch that off him, and he's looking to do this in 2 darts. Oh, that's not far away. And that's bang where he wants it. 15-dart leg for Jamie Caven.
Very good stuff from the man from Derby, who's playing some nice darts at the moment, as you mentioned, making it all the way to the final and pushed to the best of 11 legs in each of his games that he played last weekend, all of them 6-5 thrillers. And then his progress halted in the final by Vincent van der Voort.
Well, his finishing, his big finishes over the course of that weekend were better than anybody. He was hitting massive ones for fun. There was a 1-5-6 against Terry Jenkins at a crucial time. Against Stephen Bunting, hit 4 ton pluses, including a 170. It was actually, he got out Cavened in the final because Vincent van der Voort took a 1-3-6 to level the match at 5-all after being 5-2 down, and I think that was the real killer blow in the end.
59.
And yes, Vincent unable to follow that up this weekend, coming through the qualifiers on Thursday night, but then being beaten.
81.
Yeah, Kevin Painter, wasn't it? Really impressive performance from Kev. And he's got Simon Whitlock today. Every way you look, there's some big names clashing here in Gibraltar. Hendo's got a chance here if he can find a couple of trebles. Get him down to a 2-darter. That's a great second dart.
92.
Well, 92 gets him down to something, but it's a big one, and Jamie Caven you would think he's still favourite, but well, 25 after 2 darts ain't going to well. Oh, now then, John Henderson. Have you got 6 darts from here to get a break back?
Yeah, it's a cracking pick off there to leave double 18 when he comes back, and he will be coming back.
97. John required 36.
For double 18 then for the man from Huntly in Scotland. Double 9.
18.
Well, the first 2 weren't very close. The third one bent the wire, and Jamie Caven breathes a sigh of relief, but now has to look at double top. Oh, double 10.
27.
Well.
John required 18.
So level things up and get that break back. John Henderson. That's no help at all.
No score.
I think you're always so worried about going inside and splitting the 9s, but just pitched too far outside. And there's Jamie Caven then snatching that second leg out of the hands of the big Scotsman.
Yeah, Jamie's here, as usual, with his wife Debbie, who was sat watching all of his games in Austria and shrieking so high-pitched that, I mean, dolphins and dogs and all sorts of stuff were getting full updates on the games.
60.
Yes, and chatting to them, they're keen to put something back into the game as Jamie Caven looks to fill up the treble 20 bed with the darts academies there, trying to get off the ground up around the East Midlands, getting youngsters involved in the game at an early age.
85.
And away from that sort of traditional pub environment, of course, where you'd have to wait till you're a bit later to play the game. But it's good that there's a few players like Steve Brown down in Bristol putting things back into the game and trying to get youngsters involved in the sport.
Well, not a bad couple of people to learn from, Jamie Caven and Steve Brown. And certainly, I've talked with Jamie about his academy, and you see various updates on his website about it. Some of the stuff the 12-year-old lads are pulling off, incredible.
So he's down to a big outshot of 167. The 140 here would put a bit of pressure on it. Well, even a ton.
57.
Well, it is a two-darter for John Henderson, but it is by no means a gimme. And it's harder now. 93 left, so he'll come down for the 19s. It's there, John Henderson. Oh, lovely. Well, the first dart was poor, but the next two were absolutely perfect, and John Henderson's got his first leg on the board.
Yes, held his cool there after that first dart. Missed its target, did Henderson. Going with the throw.
60.
And we mentioned Phil Taylor or Michael Smith, the opponent, awaiting the winner of this one, and this is still down in that bottom half of the draw, isn't it, which is crammed full of world champions.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying. I mean, bottom half of the draw, Bob Thornton, two-time major winner against Darryl Gurney, was great in the first round. Phil Taylor and Michael Smith. Got these two, Kim Huybrechts, who we've just seen win, and Ian White. Michael van Gerwen, he takes on Benito van der Pas, again a great performer in the opening round. And then James Wade and Andy Hamilton, two guys who've played Premier League and won major titles. Well, James Wade's won major titles, Andy Hamilton's done everything but.
So the cream will rise to the top as we go through the weekend, culminating in Sunday night's final.
27.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see a number of the seeds go out today. We saw that in Austria, certainly, on the first name, Seedageddon.
Exactly. They tumbled, which left the top half of the draw absolutely wide open. And a 171 there from Jamie. And yes, Vincent van der Voort was able to come through last weekend in Salzburg.
Yeah, popular winner, Vincent van der Voort, but I don't think there were many who were saying he was going to go all the way at the start of the weekend, as Jamie Caven looks for a 3-1 lead, and he's chasing this round. A ball double five. He wants double five, he gets. 3-1 Jamie Caven.
Game on.
Great start to the fifth leg, with Hendo still needing a break somewhere along the way.
42.
He's got a healthy lead in this one now. 100 points plus these. And he's back in the treble 20. Just a straight ton, but that gives him plenty to work with against Jamie Caven, who's... Well, he's hit one maximum, and he's hit a 171 as well. And there's another maximum. Jamie Caven roars back into this leg. And for all Hendo's scoring potential, it's Jamie Caven really who's been hammering the treble 20 with a bit more regularity, and he's back in there again. Oh my word, Jamie Caven. Ooh, just the 140.
Well, that's got him right back in this leg and then some. Down to a finish after 9 darts.
100. Jamie require 139.
Yeah, he led by 200 at one point in this leg, John Henderson, but Jamie Caven has just kicked in. Well, sets it up very, very nicely.
John, you require 112.
Oh my, wow, it could be. Oh, he's missed the big number. He needed 12 for tops, and John Henderson will be kicking himself. He's not even giving himself a dart, and Jamie Caven's got 3 for another break and a 4-1 lead. And Jamie Caven a heavy favourite now to make it through to the next round to face either Phil Taylor or Michael Smith.
And we saw that a few times yesterday in John Henderson's win over Matt Clark, where at the crucial time he missed the big number while going for an outshot, but Matt Clark couldn't make him pay, and he did go through 6-4, but you're going to get punished if you do that too many times, especially against someone like Jamie Caven.
85.
That's a bit more like it from John Henderson. There we go, big John Henderson coming to the party. First maximum of the match for him. He needed it.
60.
Oh, and only 60 from Jamie Caven, so Hendo's pretty much stolen the darts here. What can he do with it? Oh, he needs to find the little red bit. Oh, it's all over the place. Hit a 180 and then you start off with a 3 and a 15.
38.
Well, 2 trebles, but not the one you're after.
Yeah, and he's not even down to a finish, and Jamie Caven knows. Or even, well, well, let's just take our time with this leg.
Yeah, it's not really punishing Hendo for that previous poor visit, and
60.
the big treble's just eluding both of them at the moment, but Hendo is down to a finish.
Well, they both started very well in this leg, but it's all got a bit scrappy. Well, an important last dart from Jamie Caven gets him down to a 2-darter, but John Henderson may get a shot at the bullseye here. Starting on the 20s. Well, look at this, he's going to stay there for double 5. That's what he's got. And takes it out, 130 checkout for John Henderson. That's one of the breaks back he needed.
Game on.
And what a way to do it. It was a great start to the leg from both players. Then it all went a bit haywire in the middle, and then Hendo pulled out a 130.
Yeah, finishing it with a flourish. But he needs to keep that level of performance up. You can see there a 13-darter, a couple of 15. That 22-darter when they were messing about on doubles. Well, sticks out like a sore thumb in this match, but John Henderson, maybe he's found his rhythm now. Yeah, maybe he has. Second leg running, John Henderson hits a maximum.
140.
The rocking motion on stage. He's got his sights in now, John Henderson.
John require 121.
So 6 darts from here for John Henderson. Doesn't need to go the bull way. He's not going to do it now anyway, but he's just got to try and set this up.
41.
Well, I'll leave him 80, so he should get a dart at double tops at least when he returns. Jamie Caven, what have you got? Well, you've got a treble 20 to start with. 97 left, treble 19 for tops.
99. John require.
So, to reduce the arrears and come back to within 1 leg of his opponent, John Henderson, 20 for tops. He's staying where he is. He thinks he can throw it over the top of that one, and he can. He can, you know. And John Henderson, a couple of legs on the spin, and he's back in this.
Certainly is.
100.
Caven getting off with a ton, but a little bit of pressure now. 3 legs on the spin,
43.
2 legs on the spin I should say, from John Henderson, getting him right back in the game.
140.
Well, ton and ton 40 for Jamie Caven on his own throw. Very solid stuff. He knows if he can just hold his throw for 2 legs, he will be booking his place in the last 16 to face either Phil Taylor or Michael Smith. That's one of these standout games we've got off this second round coming up this evening. It has been a little bit of a fight back here from John Henderson. But Jamie Caven is looking to snub it out. He's left himself the 170. We saw him take this out against Stephen Bunting last weekend in Austria. The biggest one you can get. He may not even go for it here because Henderson's not on a finish. But who knows, he may fancy it if the first 2 go in. Ooh, that's just below where he needed it.
59.
Next on stage we have Justin Pipe against Pete Dias as the second round continues. Enjoyed having Justin's company in the commentary box in Salzburg last weekend, but
60.
he told us he would rather have been on stage for the latter stages of the competition. Here's Caven then, looking at double 16 for 111 to really now turn the screw, just as Henderson was staging a bit of a fight back, and Caven's just 1 leg away from victory now.
55.
Well, Hendo's got to win the next 3. 2 of them are on his own throw, but he's just started off 55 in this one, and Jamie Caven's looking to make him pay, and does so. More like it from Hendo, but another ton 40 from Jamie Caven puts him in real trouble. Coming down for the 19s and back up to the 18s, and he gets 1 treble. And this is Caven's leg to lose as he looks to close out the match.
58.
Doesn't get himself down to a finish. Hendo has a chance here.
Well, not the highest scoring of legs that we've seen. And that's better from Caven, down to a finish then. He took out 111 in the last leg, needs 110 for the match here.
95.
Well, Hendo right there with him, but it may not be enough. Well, he's hit the 7, so he can't go out. I think you just want the 3. Knock the 3 off, Jamie, and there's a chance here for John Henderson. He needs 1 treble to come back within a leg and get 1 of the 3 he needs. Double top for Hendo. Oh, just shy of it. And is that the last dart that John Henderson throws?
Well, he gave it a good go, but it was all in vain. And Jamie Caven wins 6-3. He'll take on either Phil Taylor or Michael Smith in tomorrow's 3rd round. Victory then for Caven. And coming up next on the stage, we'll have Justin Pipe, the number 15 seed, up against Pete Dias.